insurance, which is a Zane on the essentially the snowball potential. On the side lane, you have Khalid and you have Lapu. Khalid's really strong. Lapu, even though he's weak early game, but he doesn't lose to Alice or Esmeralda because all of them are pretty easy to go against. All of them pretty weak early game. You know, so BTK's side is pretty balanced. Where you look at TRS side, they have a mixture of early game and late game secure. You have late game silent mainly, so the carry is mainly going to be the silent, the Esmeralda, the Alice, and the Leo, Valier, Alice are mainly going for the wombo combo potential.
No, we can see Boxer who's starting red right now, and then TRS who's clearing mid with all 3 heroes.
Are you sure that's not you, Pika, on that red?
No, 100% that's not me, Dave. I'll be in the enemy side, not on my own side.
True. Bottom lane. This is actually interesting because Kali early game is really strong, like I said. So BTK is gonna win one lane. Alice very weak. Even though Warrior come down to the bottom side, it's not gonna do much though. Gonna quickly go back to mid lane. Alice go recall back, and then coming back to the lane. So pretty peaceful early game. Nothing happening so far. Valier though might find himself caught in a pretty awkward position, but he's not looking to get away right here. Continue to throw the squad control onto the far side. Now Warrior jumping in, pushing Zane away to make sure they secure the river crab. Might be a little bit too deep. His stun connects. Warrior was forced to pop that flicker, get himself to safety. Esmeralda looking to find himself into the team fight, but quickly back away as well. Again, just trade off on skills and HPs. Both sides have to recall pretty frequently in the early game, because you can't really invade into either side. The Valier is single-handedly taking on the responsibility to protect the early game for their team. You can see the power of Valier. No one want to dive into the Valier here. Meanwhile, Silence, you know, Falam Girl as well as Kryn on the side lane. Esmeralda, Alice is farming fine. Valier now might be called right here. The damage comes in a flicker. Might not be enough. Now he's walking towards the team, and they will just be in time to secure this support. Cardi, stay in the front line, not level 4. Cancel that regeneration. First blood won't go to TRS. Esmeralda follow up with the ultimate. Got quickly bursted down by Hui. At what cost? The 1-2 trade. This time to the favor of TRS.
You think that was good engage there with Valley who just flicker away? You think BTK should have backed off?
I mean, it's a good catch by BTK, right? They caught Valier off guard, or you can say Valier was a little bit out of position. When you see someone coming in, your instant reaction, your instinct should be, let me get out of here, right? He was hanging out in the bush. He was seeing who else is coming, and sure enough, he got taken very low. In fact, if Valier wasn't got taken low right here, they could have taken a clean sweep against BTK. Now, Chloe taking a lot of damage, looking to get himself away. Not gonna happen! Walking on top of Powerless, the last thing you want to do. On the ultimate heavy sword form, Falam Girl might be too deep on the enemy line right here. Able to root and dash away just in time. Farsa coming in though. Alice pushing everybody away. Might have to get himself away with a skill too. It's gonna be enough. Leo Mo jumping into the fray, looking to find himself into the team fight. Can't quite find anything yet. But again, I think TRS, from the current pressure they're experiencing right now, they have to relax. You can see they're already making a lot of mistakes. Right, with Valier completely out of position, walking into a Lapu on the heavy sword form. And not only that, Lapu was using the heavy sword to do damage, and he just walked on top of it, get himself killed, giving BTK the advantage, taking the first turtle, and then putting himself at the 700 gold behind. So Valier, man, Chloe, you definitely need to relax, chill, deep breath, and then coming back. You know, be positioned better in these situations. First turtle to BTK yet again. I don't think that TRS have secured a single turtle. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't think so either. You know, they're always a step behind while BTKs are ready. They always have their tank Shark who's setting for turtle and making sure it's clear to clear turtle. Yeah. And that's really good by their tank side.
Yeah, I really like this rotation because you can see that BTK rotating based on objectives. Right? They want to rotate based off turtles, where TRS, they're rotating from side to side, but it's kind of like they're not sure exactly 100% on what they're doing from side to side. They know they're rotating, they know they're matching the enemy's rotation, but they don't have a clear goal. Where BTK, they're rotating based off objectives. They're rotating based off turtles. And that's why they're winning those team fights. They're always proactively ready. Right here. Oh my god, the recall will be canceled. Chloe will pop that flicker. Boxia's in pursuit. Jaguar will find himself caught up in the front line. A 3-0 trade. A Shark will finish off that kill into the back.
Good game.
BTK once again. They are gonna prove the world that they are gonna dominate tonight. They're not gonna give their opponent any chance to breathe. Now they're gonna push into the jungle, take the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. This is looking worse and worse as every strike is pushing BTK to claim the P2 championship right now.
Yeah, that was really good play by Farsa, who bursted down Atlas. Zane seen that and he went in right away and finish him off. And that was really engaged by BTK. I really like that a lot.
Exactly. Like I tell many teams you do not want to rotate. Speaking of that, now the turtle side, BTK is ready to retaliate. This might be a disaster. Warrior is just standing to fall seconds later. Another 2-0 trade and BTK will secure the turtle away from TRS. The disaster continues. But back to what we're saying, as I always tell many teams, you do not want to rotate based off kills. You do not want to rotate the silent for no reason. You want to rotate based off objectives. An early game clear objective is gonna be that turtle. Especially on top of it, on top of the fact that their silent is late game silence. Their late game carries. And they're trying to rush like late game rotation. I mean, to the silent. It's not working out for TRS. I do not see how they're gonna come back from it. It's only 6 minutes into the game. Already 5,000 gold advantage to BTK. This is no longer a game that they can come back based off them. It's really on the grace of BTK's mistakes. Like, are they going to make mistakes to give TRS the opening that they need? So far, this entire evening, BTK is pulling off, you know, nothing but a stunning performance, right? Just objective-based play, back to back to back. You can see Warrior right now jumping in, but have to pop that flicker for no reason. Gets himself really, really low. Alice in the tower. Can't even sustain under the own tower right here. Another 2-0. To the pocket of BTK. They're gonna take kills and they're gonna take the towers and they're gonna rampage. They're gonna bring a storm, a thunderstorm to TRS right now. I mean, this is looking
Good game.
more like a landslide every second as we continue in this game to BTK's favor. Look at Shark, the killing tire in front of entire TRS. Make sure they do not defend the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. This top tier 2 tower will fall surely. And Esmeralda is not clearly close to her item yet. You can look at Esmeralda. She only have one item. Warrior Boots and Enchanted Talisman. That's only finished the big items right now. That means like she's not tanky at all. She doesn't have much more defense potential. Bottom lane. This might be the break that TRS needs. Look at that damage though from Farce. That's exactly what we're talking about. Valir might be good defending early game, but once Farsa gets to that sweet level 4, especially when they have such an advantage, you have two items, the anti-heal, right, the necklace, the endurance necklace, and you have Buck of Destiny. Farsa's bursting everyone down, on top of the airstrike from Zane. I mean, I personally do not see, they have a range, they have the close melee range, they have the far range from Farsa, the airstrike, all the way. So for TRS to come back, I mean, this is really a vertical hill to climb at this point.
Yeah, BTK comp is really strong. They have the poke, they have the dive hero with Khalid, with Boxia, and even with they have vision with Zane's ult. You know, they have it all. This is really hard for TRS because they need to defend right now. They need BTK to make a mistake for them to have a chance to come back.
Yeah, and like we discussed, BTK is not giving that, you know, the mistake that he needs. they're totally under the grace of BTK, but BTK is like, nope, we don't feel generous tonight, you know? We want to take this home. We just want to take this win and call us champions, and that's exactly what they're doing right here, and they're well deserved. Like, there was no mistake that I see so far. The rotations are really, really tight. Everywhere they go, it's 3 to 4 people together. The silence are not making much mistakes, right? We still have Pula getting a little bit cocky at the high ground tower on the bottom side for once from Powerless. But you know, a little bit of show off here and there is totally acceptable in my opinion. At this point of the game, when you know you're facing with the inevitable victory, you know, a little bit flexing is fine. So, see right now, BTK is freezing lanes. They're making sure your top and mid lane are going in together, and that's exactly what's happening. Top lane Lord's going to charge in, march in towards the base. BTK knocking down the front door forcefully, as we talked about. The top high ground tower. Chloe's already down to 1 HP. Sharks are jumping in, looking to zone everybody out. Warrior taking very low, almost down to 0. And there you go. Warrior goes down. Valir pushed people away. But top high ground tower has already fallen down to 0. Shark might die, but at what cost? Barca bombing everybody away from the defense. And mid high ground tower will fall. Once again, TRS putting the defense, but not gonna last very longer. Zayn do go back to take the red buff. Oh my goodness. Already at a 10,000 gold advantage, 10 minute in. This gold advantage extension, it just keep on growing faster and faster. We saw about a 500 at 7 minutes. Now it's 10 minutes at 10,000 gold advantage. Powerless might get caught off right here. The damage comes in, not gonna be enough. Alice with the ultimate. Look at the Zayn's old damage on top of Fars's airstrike. It's abomination. Into the backline, Cardi will find himself dead. It's 2-to-1 trade. Might be a little bit too cocky. But the damage from BTK synergy was absolutely insane. Wow.
What do you think BTK has to do here to end the game?
I mean, once again, freeze lane. Freeze lane is a common practice you don't have to do. You don't have to just do when you have Lord. Freeze lane is a concept that's something you should do when you take down enemies' high ground towers. When you have lead, I talk about this concept. It's not about how much gold you have. It's how much gold advantage that you have. It's never about like, oh, I have like 10,000 gold, right? The art is to maintain at 10,000 gold. If you stop pushing lanes, you freeze lane from far away, the enemy team cannot get any farm. Whereas right now, if you constantly push, especially when you have a high ground tower pushed off, your lane is gonna win. They're gonna push out faster than the opponent team. It's crucially important for you to freeze lane. And then parallel the lane, when you manage the wave, you can push the high ground tower easily. You can see bottom tower. Zayn's already walking on it. There's no one defending it. The last remaining tower will fall shortly, leaving the entire TRS base naked. You know, that's what they're doing here. They have the mid lane coming in and the bottom lane coming in at the same time. TRS was busy clearing mid, while Zayn was taking the bottom high ground tower. That's exactly what they're doing. So, very little mistakes. Absolutely flawless performance from BTK tonight. And they're now just charging to claim their crown tonight for this victory. So, wow, Pika. We talk about how tonight can be a one-sided dominating performance. Look what we see here.
BTK is, like I said, they planned this for this game. You know, they did some study last night, and they're playing super well. They're playing the team who makes the least mistake wins the game, and that's BTK right now.
Yep. Farsa, the damage is coming in, bombing everybody away. Alice, they have to clear away Alice with a 2-man. Oh, the Purify comes out. Warrior has already go down, and now you have everybody charging in from BTK's side. 2-0 so far. Alice is not gonna stand much longer. Liam will jumping in. Just a delayed inevitable shutdown comes in. Double kill for the BTK's marksman, and they're gonna go in. They're gonna claim the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, the goal has been reached, and the dream has been fulfilled. The double back-to-back champion, BTK Bloodthirsty King, will now hoist the P2 Championship Cup for this tournament. Wow. What a night. What a landslide. Wow. What a performance.